हेलो एंड वेलकम। कैसे हैं आप सब? आप सबका मैं स्वागत करता हूँ इस लेट्स प्ले सीरीज बेनिशर्स गोस्ट ऑफ न्यू ईडन पे। ये वाला करते हैं फिर।
Well, would you look at that?
ये एक्टिविटी करते हैं, अगले एपिसोड्स में देखेंगे जो बाकी हुआ है हमारे।
No mouse did that.
How does Pennington not know about this?
His head's up his arse, that's how. Either we have a giant rabbit or this is where she went.
Giant rabbit? There's a thought.
In her haste, she dropped something.
Helen could draw. These are fantastic.
But where is she? Maybe we should start at her quarters.
यहाँ पे क्या है बे? नेथेनियल के ट्रैक्स। ये रहे नेथेनियल के ट्रैक्स।
Nathaniel must have had motivation to flee in snow like this.
Or desperation.
कार्ड को इसके ऊपर कैसे चढ़ा गया वो? भाई कार्ड है उड़ान खटोला।
The tracks veer to the right. This isn't over yet.
Sit down. Enough! Great! More fun.
Watch out! Spectre possession.
Have some of that.
I take the heart, you take the missing card. Abandoned. The wheel is stuck.
You know I'll not wish to bother you, mistress, but when do you think you'll pay me my wages?
I'll pay you when I can, Nathaniel. You know this.
You've been saying that for months now, and I'm struggling to believe it. 'Tis in the contract that I be paid. Pay me by tomorrow, or I must act.
You must act. Do you hear yourself? Go clean the back room and hush with your nonsense.
That's it. That's blooming well it. I'll take what is mine, I'll take it.
I'm guessing this is Bathsheba's cash box. Nathaniel robbed the widow.
He betrayed her trust.
एक दो where is the third one? ओहो।
I'm ready to shoot the infested ones after you bruise their hearts.
हेलेन को फाइंड करो।
Novices really have no idea how many miles a banisher runs to solve a case.
I once met Nero Fox, the infamous banisher who solved all his cases from the comfort of his armchair.
I should have become his apprentice.
Thing is, his apprentice was the one that went into the field for him.
Have some of this!
I didn't hit a nerve.
Sit down.
The tracks continue this way.
If we want to stop for a wee minute, this place will do.
लाइट करो इसे।
Ah, the cabin from Helen's drawings.
I think Nathaniel was injured.
Looks that way. What with the blood and torn clothing and all.
Is it just me or?
I felt it too. There's blood here.
इधर पे भी है। साले कितने हैं यार। इधर है फ्लोरा एबर्ट, the barracks.
This is the place. Leopold. Same gravestone as appears in her drawings.
You. I had a feeling we'd be crossing paths again. If Pennington sent you, you may run along. I've nothing to say to any of you.
Sebastian's husk vanished. It must have been hard to lose him all over again. How are you bedding up?
My days are quiet. Some are better than others. At times, I am grateful for the memories. At others, they feel like fingers clamped upon my throat. I'm still learning to live around my grief.
I wish I could tell you that time heals all, but I'm still learning too. Maybe it doesn't.
One day, it will be safe to remember. In this, I trust. Count your blessings in the moment, for both are fleeting.
You weren't easy to find. Why here in particular?
I was with child when the first plague came. I gave birth surrounded by the dead and dying. My son never had a chance. I wished to bury him away from the mines, away from the garrison. Somewhere his and his alone. I brought him here. I left him here. And I nearly did not make it back.
That's a lot of loss for one person. I am sorry.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
I'm curious. How did you escape without being noticed?
I know Fort Jericho better than anyone. It has many ins and outs. If Pennington hadn't had his head up his own arse, he'd have known not to put me in those cells.
That's what I said.
Did you have help?
I still have friends in the fort, and if you think I'm going to tell you more than that, then you really are mistaken about my character.
What are you doing up here?
Did Pennington send you? Yes or no?
Aye, he sent me. He thinks you plot against him.
Let him. Let him imagine me lurking in the dark, waiting for him to turn his back. Let him live in his delusion.
I don't think he needs you for that.
If it's not me, it'll be someone else. A man in that state needs an enemy, real or imagined. I took that role. I hereby resign. I am done with Pennington, Fort Jericho, and all in it.
What's the plan? You can't mean to stay here forever.
I could. But no. When I'm ready, and the road is open, I'll leave for Boston and begin anew. For most of my life, death has walked with me. But to see how you Banishers walk proud beside it, well, it's as if you dance along the road with death. That leads me to wonder. Perhaps it's time I embraced my gift and put it to good use. Perhaps I too may dance along with death.
Have you always been sensitive to the invisible?
I suppose I have. As a child, we'd play secret games in which we'd summon spirits, as you do. For me, though, sometimes they came. I remember, for weeks after my grandmother passed, I'd see her sitting at the foot of my bed. My father ascribed it to a wild imagination. He would not indulge it.
You weren't imagining it. You have talent. Match it to your prowess in the fight, and you'd make a fine banisher.
I was hoping to find someone to guide me on that path.
It's a hard life. Dangerous. Lots of death. Anger, resentment. Grief.
Well, then I've been training for it for years.
Be warned, child's play it is not. There's a lot more to it than clubbing specters.
Show me. Show me a real foe with a real banisher fight. teach me.
I'd happily be your teacher, but recent events mean I no longer qualify. Looks like you got yourself a new apprentice, Red.
All right, I'll step up. Till you find someone better, mind. Let's show Helen how Banishers fight.
First of all, keep in mind that fighting specters is rarely easy. They can be tricky.
Aye, caution is always advised, but you're in good hands.
I know a cave where we might find a fight. Follow me. Antea, how did you become a Banisher?
My mother was a healer. She had the gift. Taught me all she knew. But I was different. I had a gift for ghosts. At 15, I set off to develop it. I knew no one and had nothing. But my teachers saw my yearning for knowledge and took me on. And here I am.
Quite the adventure. We're almost there.
एलन के साथ फॉलो करते हैं.
This is the place.
Good instincts. This cave is badly stained.
Time to dig.
और पैलेट भी मिल गया है, सही है.
We use runes and words of power to make spirits manifest.
Do you pluck them from thin air with your magic rings?
It's more that we will them to come to us. The rings help channel the power.
Spirit and flesh, I summon you!
I'm right here, you know.
Raging Vandal. This can...
Whoa.
Think you could take on a ghost?
कुछ ज़्यादा ही नहीं पहाड़ भौंक रहा बे.
There's more of them. Get back up.
Coming for you!
Fine work. Both of you.
And that's how a fight goes.
Most of the time.
Except when your partner drops his sword or loses the tie.
Fairy stories. Neither of those entirely plausible things has ever happened.
You fight well, Banishers.
As do you.
If I didn't, I'd be dead.
If you're truly serious about becoming a Banisher, I may have a contact in Boston who could help. Her name is Elizabeth Grey. You should find her, if she wants to be found, at the Green Dragon, not half a mile from the wharf. Tell her I sent you. When you meet her, please tell her she is now the best female Banisher in the land.
She's interesting. I'd do some reading if I were you. Might help me make a good impression. Here, this book served me well. It'll serve you too.
I shall treasure it. Thank you. Thank you both so much.
Take care, Helen.
Any last advice for a young-ish apprentice before you go?
Love life, even when you lack the stomach for it.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
God willing, we shall.
तो भाई एपिसोड को करते हैं यहीं पे ख़त्म। आपसे मिलूंगा फिर मैं भाई अगले एपिसोड में। इस एपिसोड की बात करें तो भाई हम साइड क्वेस्ट से आके यहाँ पे हो रही तो हमने हॉन्टिंग उठा रखी है। साइड क्वेस्ट मिल रखी थी कि जिसमें हेलेन गायब हो जाती है प्रिजन से, पेनिटन ने जहाँ डाला होता है।
Back to Pennington to give him the news of
भाई तू तो
Helen's
मिला नहीं था, हम मना करते तो हमको उसके पीछे भेजते हैं। जाते हैं
It's
उसके
such a
पीछे,
good lie, it's
इधर
almost
पे
true.
जाके देखते हैं अलग अलग चीज़ें क्या हो रही हैं करके, तो पता चलता है कि भाई जो हेलेन इधर पे आ गई है उससे बात करते हैं तो बैनिशर्स बनने की बात करते हैं। तो फिर हम उसको बताते हैं कैसे बैनिशर्स फाइट करते हैं और क्या चीज़ें होती हैं, ये सब हो रखा है। तो भाई अब हमने पेनिटन के पास वापस जाना है, उसको बताना है। तो पहले ये कर लेते हैं, जाएंगे पेनिटन के पास। तो फिर भाई आपसे मिलूंगा अगले के एपिसोड में जब जाएंगे शेयर अ लाइक क्वेश्चन हॉन्टिंग करने। तो आपसे मिलूंगा तब तक के लिए टाटा गुड बाय, मिलते हैं फिर भाई।